Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? How are we? Saturday evening. It is about 10:15 my time here in beautiful, uh, weather-changing Seattle, Washington. We went from 9 million degrees, which is normally about 85 degrees to us, to lights off and clouds in about overnight. That's what we do up here. We got about 10 and a half months of rain, weirdness, and then a month and a half of summer, and it's lights out. So we're getting down to the wire up here, boys and girls. I think we all are, depending on where you're at, where you live, weather-wise. Why the hell am I talking about weather? I don't know. AMC, let's touch on a few things this evening. I found the craziest thing I think I've ever seen. Remember me checking in on Citadel? I found a guy that's even crazier. We touch on a guy that hates Citadel, I think, more than I do. I don't want to say I hate Citadel. It's a strong word. But this guy's been tracking down Kenny's flights. We touched on a little bit of it, but let's just dive into this son of a gun. Let's do some fun stuff here this evening. Look at this here. GME Jungle, okay? This is the on the Reddit page here. Shout out to BamFoco1. 15 hours ago he put this together. Look at the length, and this is him tracking Kenny's plane, right? Where he's been since 11/1 of 2020. With a recent post lately, I decided to go back and take a look at Ken's flights from 11/1/2020 until today, which would have been this morning probably, right? Or late last night. Either way. There are a few things I learned about his habits, a couple strange patterns, and a few places that I wouldn't hurt to look into. So blah, blah, blah. He kind of goes into what he's doing here. Observations and speculations. Ken's jet, a Bombardier Global Express with a range of 6,000 to 7,000 miles, allowing him to take most of his trips without stopping for fuel. Ken has a residence in West Palm Beach, the Hamptons, resides in Breckenridge. He spends more time, just the extent we go to, you guys, is just crazy. It just cracks me up. Regular vacations in Hawaii, Thanksgiving. He's just tracking this down based on time frames. But just think about this. How long did this take to put together to kind of narrow down where Ken Griffin has been since 11/20? Do you think he has seen this? He just got to be going, Jesus, Murphy. I touched on this about a month ago, but I don't think. Let's just say he's working in Chicago. Pick a city, wherever the hell he's at. Can Kenny G run down and grab a number 5 at McDonald's without being worried to death? Most people aren't going to know who he is, right? We do because we hear his goddamn name every single day of the week, right? But I think it's got to be kind of hard for him to do regular things. Sure, he's a gazillionaire and his regular things are not our regular things. But you think the guy would probably enjoy a big bite down at 7-Eleven from time to time. Maybe get a banana Slurpee or something, right? But boy, oh boy, look at this savagery right here. I found this outstanding. If you want to read through it, I just love the whole put together of this whole damn thing. I'll pop that in there for your reading pleasure, right? This got me thinking. Old Jackson Hunter, our boy, fired out this tweet earlier. That's trillion with a T. But listen to this. The suit alleges MKMM Diamonds Inc. was used to a vehicle in a joint sting operation conducted by the SEC, the DOJ of the United States, Robert Mahau, and others. The suit contends between June 1 of 2004 and October 28, 2005, a total of 2.25 trillion phantom shares of CMKM Diamonds Inc. were sold into the public markets through legitimate brokers, illegitimate brokers, dealers, market makers, hedge funds, blah, 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 blah. That got me thinking. If you guys want to be short on all these Guatemalan, as Lou would say, all of these fake shares, phantom shares, synthetic, whatever you want to call them out there, 2.5 T with a trillion is a lot of phantom shares. So next time you're thinking, hey, is a few billion AMC shares, is that accurate? Is that too many? Probably not, especially know what we've known about this damn stock over the last 7 months or so, right? So that was crazy. I'm going to dig into that a little bit more. I want to bring it up because this was kind of mind-blowing to me, but if you guys want to, go ahead. I'm going to see what this whole situation was truly about. But that is mind-blowing. Shout out Jackson. Thank you, sir. Wonderful find. Look at this son of a gun here. Hedge funds hit hard by meme stocks, loses badly behind S&P 500, right? Losses betting against meme stocks have hit hedge funds hard this year. This is a couple days ago's article. The latest data from Barclay Hedge shows year-to-date gains from equity long short funds of 8.51%, right? This is the type of fund that would typically take short positions in the stocks. Meanwhile, the S&P has 18% return, right? One of the largest securities sources of this loss for hedge funds this year is positions in AMC Entertainment Holdings, Inc. Its shares are up more than 18-fold this year, indicating billions in losses on short sellers. Other meme stocks like GameStop Corp have also produced large losses. Yes, they have. So that's crazy. And the S&P keeps running there. Look at that son of a gun, boy. That thing's going to fall off a cliff. We need to get your puts in there. If you got enough money, get your puts in there, fire those things out for a while, and you're going to be a gazillionaire as soon as this thing crashes down, right? On to these whole things. This whole thing with this guy, it's been all over. I didn't touch on it. It's been all over the place with the TD Ameritrade not filling that guy's order and him being on the phone with it. That was very interesting. But Kringle Kitten put this together. Been observing lit exchange activity, and some reports have been submitted regarding orders not properly executed/filled. This is indicative of interstock inventories and market running with accounts having little to no liquidity left. A large scale of retailers is still on the PFOF system when their orders are rerouted to OTC venues, with market makers locking in trades. If inventory is running dry, MMs using debt obligations, legal naked shorting, or IOU, refer to Reg Show, with increased risk exposure. As long retail demand's in high and still on the PFOF systems, they'll keep using those debt obligations, affecting diluting price action. God, there's so much to this stuff, you guys. Once I can't wait to see, no dates, obviously, with all these regulations coming into play, and they cannot continue to do this dark pool activity. Something's got to bust here soon. We know we've been saying that. I'm not saying any dates here, but I am tickled pink, ecstatic, excited. I want to see how, if anything, sure, we want this thing to squeeze. I want to, more than anything, really, of course we want the money, right? I want to see how, I'm so intrigued to see how all of this plays out. You know, I've thought it a million times. I want to fast forward a year and just see, of course, the money and all of that stuff, the squeeze and all that, but the stuff we've all learned over the last half a year, I want to see how this all folds together and makes retail investing way better than it was before. No matter what, if this thing, let's just say the whole thing blew up today, whatever, the squeeze didn't happen, right? Whatever. Okay, they bailed out, whatever. The government came in, bailed them out. From this day forward, it's changed so much in the last 6-7 months alone. And this is me noticing. I'm by no means a professional trader. I've done swing trades, day trading for the last 9 years, like you guys know. But what I've learned in these 6-7 months is a lot, plus how this is going to change things. A lot of it. The voices out there that cannot be ignored any longer. You know, so it's just outstanding. I'm going to pop this in there. Excuse me, folks. This here is outstanding. Dark Pool Guy. We haven't touched on him in a couple weeks. I don't know if he was gone or not on AMC stock Reddit page. This is outstanding. This is a long one. I don't want to give any of it away. If you guys have not seen it, I'm going to pop that in there for you. Breaks down a lot of stuff in here, and it's just outstanding if you want to read up on the old Dark Pool activity, right? And then, the news of the day, this thing popped up out of nowhere. I read this morning before I started getting on all the boards and all that, and I didn't think much of it. Okay, Citadel to pull $500 million from Melvin Capital following bad short bet on GameStop. But then I kind of thought about it, and the wording in here. Now, is there a payment plan where they got to pay them back $500 million? Does Citadel need that? I don't think so. It's not a lot of money for them. You know, it's just a slight chunk of change. But in the wording in here, Kenny G's invested $2 billion in January into Melvin Capital Management, right? Which was at the center of the GameStop short squeeze. Citadel partners are planning to redeem $500 million of the $2 billion they invested in Melvin Capital, the Wall Street Journal reported, citing people familiar with the matter. Citadel funds, the firm partners, in planning to withdraw the money at the end of Q3, right? So that's around the corner. However, a person familiar with Citadel said it's expected to remain a significant investor. So I think they, 0.72 gave him $750 million, and then Kenny G popped him $2 billion over there into the old bank account. According to the report, they both received non-controlling revenue shares in Melvin for 3 years in return. So I don't know what to think of this. Let me know what you guys think of this here too. It's not like Citadel says, hey, we need $500 million, we're going busto. But still, kind of intriguing. Very, very intriguing. And then Darkpool Guy here at the bottom of this article, he touched on that too, on this whole Citadel madness. So that's it. Not a lot going on, you guys. I just wanted to pop in, say hi more than anything. I'm going to read up on this madness here. This got me intrigued. I don't have a damn thing going on tonight. Other than that, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. We are halfway through our damn dreaded weekends. We got about 26 hours and 17 minutes until pre-market. Okay, guys, get some rest up, and I'll talk to you later.